Good day, class. You are welcome to week 3 and you are welcome to lesson 1. Today's topic is measures of central tendency, and that is what we are starting with today. Alright, measure of central tendency. Under that, we'll be looking at average, mean, median, mode, range, and so on. Okay, what is an average? An average is a single value or a representative number that could be used to stand for all the scores in a given set of data. Let me explain this. Let's assume we want to look at the performance of those people that participated in this year JAMB, UTME. We only just look at what is the roughly average of their performance. That is by summing everything together and dividing it by the total number of students that participated. So that is just the average of it, of the exams or their scores. So average is a single value. We just need a single value, not that say so scored 120, this scored 340, the other scored 350, and so on like that. We cannot just be expressing those values other than to find the average. It might be in percent at the end of the day, or any value you choose to be. So an average is a single value or a representative number that could be used to stand for all the scores in a given set of data. Now, the representative value is what we call average. Under average, we have what we call mean, median, mode. We commonly refer to average. By measuring average, you can make use of the mode, can make use of the median, or you call it mean. All these, they have different meaning. Now, average are called measures of central tendency. If you want to express your mean will also be referred to as arithmetic mean. So when you hear the word mean or arithmetic mean, they all mean the same. So, but how do you calculate your mean? It will be sum of all values over total number of items. Let's look at this example now. At least that one will make what I'm calling mean to be more meaningful now. The scores of 10 students in a mathematics test are 7, 5, 6, 4, 4, 2, 3, 5, 3, and 4. Find the mean score for the students in the test. Find the mean score of the students in the test. Solution: you will add up all the scores together. That is the sum of the score, which gives 43. Now, how many students participated? 10 students participated. It will now become, your mean will now be 43 over 10. Please, this 10 is under this 43. So it will be 43 over 10. That's sum of all the values over total number of the items, total number of students that participated, and that gives 4.3 when you divide through. Another example is here. This one is in tabular form. Find the mean of the frequency distribution below. You can see that this has been grouped. For the number of students that had 5, 0 students. For the total number of students that score 0, we have 5 students. For the total number of students that score 1, we have 6. Total number of students that score 4, 2. That score 2, we have 4 students. Total number of students that score 3, we have 2. How many students score 4 marks? 1. How many students score 5? 2. So let's see how this can be represented in a better way. These are the scores, and frequency are the number of students that participated. So we have mean to be what? Instead of you to add 0 in 5 places, 1 in 6 places, 2 in 4 places, 3 in 2 places, it has already been grouped. So if you are to add the 0 in 5 places, just says 0 times 5, that is 0. Adding of 1 in 6 places is the same thing as 1 times 6 give you 6. Adding of 2 in 4 places, same thing as 2 times 4, 8. Adding of 3 in 2 places, same thing as 3 times 2, 6. And 4 times 1 is 4, 5 times 2, 10. So this gives us sum of the what? Sum of the frequency. The sum of the frequency times the score is 30. And the total number of students that participated here, you will sum of the frequency, that is 20. So mean score will now be the sum of the frequency times the score over sum of frequency, that is summation fx. This symbol here is sum. This symbol will refer to as sum. So summation fx is equal to 34, while summation f is what? Is equal to 20. By the time you divide, you have 1.7. Let's move on. The median of a set. We want to look at the median now. You know, I told you that the average is represented in mean, mode, median. So median. The median of a set of number is in an ungrouped data. Please, the median of a set of numbers in an ungrouped data is the middle number when the numbers are arranged in an ascending or descending order of magnitude. Here, you will need to arrange your data. Even if it's scattered anyhow, you just need to arrange it either in ascending order or descending order. When you talk of ascending order, that is, it is moving from the lowest to the highest, while descending order from the highest to the lowest. So here, example 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, 8, 2, 3, 5. We have to find the median. That is the question. So we are going to rearrange the value in ascending order of magnitude. That is 1 come first, 2, this is 2 here. And we also have another 2 here. You must bring them together. Followed by what? We have 3 here. Here is 3, write it. 4, 4 is here. This is your 4. 5, and we have 5. I think 5 occurred twice. This is why this is another 5. You write it 8 and 9. So after then you have grouped it. How many numbers do we have for together? We have a sum of 9 numbers. So you divide 9 by 2. That means you have 4 at the right, 4 at the left. Are you with me? A number is at the center, which is this 4. So the 4 that is at the center is what we call the median. By the time you count 4 numbers from this side, count another 4 numbers to this side, you have 4 at the center. So this 4 is your median. That is one on group data. Likewise, this when there is an even number, you need to know something here. When there is an even number of values, the median is determined by finding the average of the two middle values after arrangement. Here is an example. What is even number? Even number and number that are divisible by 2, which means you can never have one single number at the center, since the total number given to you or the total space is not odd. So if it's even, you are not going to have any number at the center. Here, how many number do we have here? We have 8, and 8 is an example of even number. So if you divide it into 2, we have 4 at the right, 4 at the left. No number is at the center. So here you are going to pull out these 2 number at the edge, at the inner edge here. 7, 7 is the number at the center here. So you add the 2 together. So the definition that we are saying when the number is at the center doesn't hold for this kind of question. So what you need to do is to add up the two number at the center and divide it by 2. So here we have it. You have 7 plus 7 divided by 2 to give you 14 divided by 2, and that is what? 7. So 7 will now be what? 7 will then be the median. Sometimes it might not be the same number. You can have 5 here and you have 2 here, or you have 5 here, you have 3 here. You only say 3 plus 5 and it gives you 8 divided by 2, 4. So don't assume that you must get, at least I must get one of the number at the center. No. Add it together, it can give you any number even different from what you have at the center. Let's look at this together. This one is a group data. 10 students took a civic education test and obtained the following score. 2 students scored 0. Here is the score. 1 student scored 1. 1 student scored 3. 2 students scored 3. 1 student scored 2 here. 2 students scored 3. 3 students scored 4. And 1 student scored 5. Just like the way we have to find the median score, just like the way we attempted the other one from mean. So these are the frequency. This one you don't need to find the summation of the fx because you don't need any division so much. So we'll try to rearrange the scores with the frequency. So for 0, how many students score 0? 2. So 1 for 1 student score 1, 1 student score 2. So the score has already been arranged. So you look at it from this edge. How many scores do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 scores. And how many of them participated? We have 10 of them that participated. This frequency will give you the number of students that participated here. We have 10. So now, that means if you are to divide 10 into 2, it gives you 5. So we will count up from the upper side. Add 2 plus 1, 3. Add 3 plus 1, 4. You will see that it is in these two we have our what? Our 5. If you add up here again, 1 plus 3 is what? Is 4. That means the fifth one is in these two. So 2 now stands at the center of the frequency. So you now trace these two to where you have what? To where you have your score. So 3 is the median score. Are you with me? Just divide this your frequency into 2. That is what? 10. That means if you are to arrange all this number, 2 will be at the center. That means we need to add 2 numbers together because 10 is even, is not odd. You need to add the 2 numbers at the centers together and divide it by 2. So the same, but you are not adding anything here. It's already at the center. It's only 2 at the center here. So you trace 2 to your median score. So the median score is what? Is 3. And the middle frequency is 2. Is that taken? Alright, assignment 1. So this is the assignment. Check it. Your new concept mathematics textbook. Try as much as possible. Work it out and submit it to the required mail. Welcome to lesson 2. Now we want to look at mode. Mode. The item that occur most in a given set of data is what we call mode, an item that occur frequently. So if 2 items occur more frequently, the same number of time, there will be 2 modes. For example, if 2 number occurs most, let's assume that we want to look at the number of students that participated, that have the highest mark in mathematics test, and we have like 2 of them that scored 19/20. Now if you are to choose the mode of the student that has the highest mark, we have 2 of them. So at that case, such a data is said to be what? Bimodal. Bi means 2. Let's look at this example. Find the mode of the following numbers. Here are the numbers 7, 4, 7, 8, 10, 7, 3, 8, and 4. From the appearance of this number, how many times do we have 3? 3 appears once. 4 appears twice. And what do we have again? We have 7. 7 appears thrice. 8 appears twice. 10 appears once. So it's only 7 that appears 3 times. And that is what? That is the mode. It has highest number of occurrence. Example 2. The number of goals scored by a football team is 25 matches in a national league. That is, the number of goals in the 25 matches which they took part is what? 0, 0, 0, 0, one go, one go, one, two, two, two. So we have 25 listed here of different goals for the National League. Draw up a frequency table for the data. And B, determine the mode. Alright, how many times do we have 0? Let's look at the frequency here to make it more easy. These are the goals. Here is your tally, and this is the frequency. How many times do they have 0? 4 times. How many times do they score a goal? They score 1 6 times. How many times do they score goal of 2? 8 times. 3 goals 5 times. 5 goals 2 times. So we'll see here that the one that has the highest frequency is 2, because it has a frequency of what? A frequency of 8. So the mode is what? The mode is 2. It appears 8 times. So we have already determined the mode. The frequency table is here. Let's look at the next one, range. What is range? The range is the difference between the highest and lowest value in a given set of data. Look at this data given to you. If you are to find the range, you look for the highest number of this. I'm not talking in terms of the number of occurrence this time. I'm looking at the number one after the other. Look at the one that has highest value. This is 70, because I can see 60, 63, and no 67. The other number are lower than 70. So 70 is the highest number. Now let's look for the lowest number. Of it all, we have 50. After that, we have 52. So the lowest number is 50. So we have the highest number to be 70, lowest number 50. Range will now be 70 minus 50, and that is what? 20. This is assignment number 2. But there is an assignment I've added to it. Read up the advantage and disadvantage of the measures of the central tendency, that is the mean, the mode, the median, range. You read up the advantages. Why are they carrying out all this? And is it really useful? So, and the disadvantages of the measures of central tendency. So, thank you for listening. Come to the end of the class. Try as much as possible to do your assignment. Submit it to the required mail.